We're going to do an unpopular opinion segment. So for today's unpopular opinion, I'm going to form this as a question to you. Mm-hmm. Can bad people make good music?
Yes.
Yes. Short answer, yes?
Short answer, yes. I would say. I'm going to hedge that immensely.
Okay.
But
Elaborate, will you?
I will elaborate because I think the art of music and a person's actions can be two different things as far as if you look at it strictly from the critical lens of the art form.
So
that was like a $10 version of the answer I was going for. But
riddle me this.
Yes.
Would you be caught dead in public rocking out to Thoya Thoing?
That's
the money question.
So that is the thing, though. I don't now, so it's hard to say, because, I mean, I would not, no, currently I would not, unless, there's I guess if you have a song, there's an artist that has a song. I'll put it in a hypothetical to avoid
Let's get into it. Let's go.
The hypothetical, if you have a song that plays a special role in your life, that this is a formative song that really this means something to you, and then the person turns out to be a terrible person, I don't know that diminishes the impact that song had on you.
Okay.
Would you support that artist in the same way, knowing what you know now? I don't think so, and I don't agree with that. It's the same reason I know a tattoo artist who will literally not tattoo living people on faces of living famous people onto people for that reason, basically, because you don't know the end of their story. So you're going to get that tattoo and then, now that tattoo looks terrible. So because somebody did something hideous.
Because I think if we take the R. Kelly example, it's a very hot thing right now that a lot of people don't want to touch. And I understand why.
Absolutely.
Does it make him a worse musician? I think no, by the art form nature, but would you go out and spend money on his music now, I think is a separate question.
Correct.
Perhaps. But if a song comes on and it bumps, and I'm in the privacy of my own home, am I switching it?
But does it bump?
I will say this, as a female, if the song bumps and I like it, in the comfort of my own home or on my iPad at the gym, I don't know that I'm changing it oh my God, he's a monster, skip. Sure. I don't see myself doing that, and it has little to do with him as a person and more to do with my connection with that song.
Sure.
But I know a lot of people that would really disagree.
Right.
That, and especially from a male perspective, if a girl comes up to you at the gym and is like, oh my God, what are you listening to? Because I'm sure that happens to you constantly.
Every day.
And if she saw on your phone that it said, a Chris Brown song, Michael Jackson, I just want, would she be like, oh my God, you monster! And then is it are you ruined forever? I think that there are people that would be horrified.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't blame them.
Seeing you listen to it.
No, absolutely. No, I mean, that, like I said, I would not monetarily support R. Kelly at this point.
Okay.
I do own the DVD collection of Trapped in the Closet.
All 13 parts?
All 42 DVDs comes in a binder. No.
And you have not offloaded this yet? You have not burned it?
No, I haven't burned it. I haven't watched it since, but
Imagine.
I mean, would I go out and buy that now? No, I don't think I would not. I would not. But does his actions or what has come to light or the public opinion of what has come to light, because I think that's also a separate discussion of this was kind of all out in the open all along. Why are we suddenly just outraged about it? We should have been outraged about it all along.
Can we have a moment for that?
Okay, fair.
If you're R. Kelly and you woke up the day the Lifetime movie was announced, weren't you like, damn, I've been bad forever. I have been such a messed up person for so long. Why are y'all now just figuring this out? I literally wrote about, like, it's in my songs. Like, I'm a nasty motherfucker. Like, what?
He's been bad forever. Yeah. R. Kelly always been bad.
He's in a bad mamma jamma.
That's why I don't know why people were surprised, but that's an isolated incident. It's no less terrible, but, like...
Agreed.
Wasn't so subtle about it. Like...
no. I mean, he kind
literally Chappelle did a sketch about it, where, like, about it all, like, why? Which R. Kelly literally is just like, why you be doing a sketch about peeing on people? Like, why are you peeing on people? Like, it's just like...
He's just, like, always been not good. And
no.
I just can't, like, and I don't feel pity for him in any way, but can you just imagine that morning, whatever morning it was, when he was like, y'all are mad now? Like, that's just, like, all I can picture is, like, him having breakfast being like, what's wrong with all y'all? I've always been bad. Like, it's just
Tuesday.
Right. So, all right. So that's...
So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, because also then I guess if you extrapolate it beyond, like, the R. Kelly situation, which is the close one, and then there, you know, if we look at, I mean, of course, now there's the whole thing, the Michael Jackson documentary that everyone's calling out, but I mean, I also think some of that is, you know, easier to swallow because he's dead. Which sounds rough, I guess, but like it's, I mean, the separation between the legacy and the person, I think, is easier to accept there, where unlike some people, like with like the Chris Browns, the R. Kellys, those situations, like they're like out in these streets still making money. Exactly.
A little more.
It's a little, it's a different situation, I get, to some extent, I guess.
Like his family, like his kid was reported attempting suicide. Like, and I, again, not there, just read it like anybody else would in the news. And, you know, she claims that was reported incorrectly and stuff. But, I mean, the fact that whoever is left behind who is close to him has to now deal with him being dragged through the mud, you know, accurately or inaccurately, regardless that it's a topic of conversation, he's not around to defend himself. If there is something to defend, you know, methinks what has happened, but it's a weird thing whether they're alive or dead, and how you can negotiate that in your head. But I don't know that there's anywhere that's like not gonna play a Michael Jackson jam. It's just tough with him because, and I also, digging into it deeper, this is another unpopular opinion, but where were the parents?
Where were the parents?
Let's just say this happened. Let's say it did. He's very ill, like ill and a crazy bad person, literally out there ruining lives. But also, like, my mom is not holding my hand to drop me off at a sleepover with an adult and being like, have fun, honey. Who's the big spoon? Like, that would never happen.
No, you're right.
So when are the parents accountable for feeding into this, like, potentially monstrous person on the side? Why would your child need to have a sleepover with an adult man?
No.
Ever.
No, you're right.
Why would that be okay?
No, it does. I mean, it doesn't remove anything from the situation, but equally to blame.
Can we also look at these people? I mean, your kids are ruined forever. And your job is to protect them, and you literally, like, walked them into it.
Spoon-fed, basically.
That is how there's not outrage to them shocks me.
I mean, equally you should be shouldering the blame in this situation. No, you're right.
I don't care what it is, how close you were, what good friends, who was taken under a wing, where the monkey was. None of that matters. And that was not an analogy. The actual, I know he had a monkey. So just to be clear, I'm talking about
there's an actual monkey.
There's a real monkey. So, I mean, if I was a kid and I had this nice friend who talked in a nice voice like this to me, then, you know, there was way more South Park than anything else. But you get the point. I just don't know that, like, sleeping in the same bed as an adult male as a small boy would ever, or girl, I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's just insane.
No. Yeah, I mean,
everyone involved is to blame except the child, to me.
I mean, an unrelated adult man should not be sleeping with a child in a bed, I guess. That right there just sort of is,
It's just weird. And the fact that no one is, or it's not like just a general outrage, is bizarre.
Yeah.
I think it's so weird. Because that to me, that means the parents were like, oh my God, Michael Jackson, love him. Like,
sure.
At the detriment of their children.
Totally weird. All these child actors and stuff, too. I mean, parents will do crazy stuff to their kids when there's money or potential kickbacks on the line. Some parents will just, like, just do the like, craziest things. Like...
And these people are still around, and they're the ones that are just like, oh my God, my son, like, oh, what happened? Just don't do that. Now I'm stuttering. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
This is your responsibility
to
protect your kids from crazy people. That's kind of like make sure they stay alive, feed them, try to clothe them, keep them from dying,
don't put them
keep
in
them away from predators. Like that's there's a short list of things that are automatically your job the second your child is born, and like this is like in the top 3.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're right.
So
yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.